I think for most of us here would be National Day Parade at the Padang. Yeah, it was our first time working with such high up people.
So when we actually view it on screen and then on set, it was a very amazing experience because it's our first time working on this national level project.
We got to watch the whole thing on the big screen and it was a bit overwhelming.
For me, I think it would be the National Day Parade. Other than the project being actually on the big screen, the experiences of actually doing the project is actually the thing that I want to highlight, because we kept singing National Day songs, so to keep the pride up, and then we kept counting down to National Day Parade. At the end of the day, when the actual day came, we all came together and watched the parade, and it was really something that I think we never imagined to do.
For both of us?
Yeah, for both of us.
It's probably the Malay Heritage Centre project. So we actually worked on two different projects for them. And for the second one, the two of us were actually leading it, and it's the Anjung map. And it was a really big project.
So our FYPJ2 I was really proud of. It's called Chroma Bond. It's a poker card theme set. So we did all the art for the King, Queens, Jacks and Aces. I did the line work, he did the rendering. And it was very cool to see it printed out. Yeah, because it took a long time, probably the course of the whole semester. So throughout it, we were like, oh, is this even good? Our design's even nice and stuff. But on the presentation day itself, seeing all the lecturers saying it's nice feels very surreal.
Doing a final project, we got to experience basically just a chance for us to hone our skills a lot, because it was our original project and we got to decide pretty much everything on our own, which is great.
Definitely final year project 2, because of course it's the latest project that we get to work on, so it is also a project that best represents what the students are capable of, what I am capable of, and I really gave my all for this project. It's all the culmination of experiences both from school and outside, personal, all combined into this project.
Gideon and I teamed up for a lot of projects for the SIDM open house. It was a AR game, SIDM Escape, and also Sorting Pot. It was both our first few experiences with doing AR games and VR games.
For me, I had a wonderful time doing my gamification and cinematic projects. Because I was able to do it with some of my closest friends, and it was a huge relief as well as happiness for me to do it with them. There was no trouble communicating, and we all get along at the same level.
For the project, right, basically it was very different because throughout my entire 3 years, I did not manage to get to work with some of my closest friends lah. So this project was very, very refreshing in a sense where we managed to stay up for 3 days straight working on the project. Yeah, that was very fun.
My internship was at Gumi Asia. I think Gumi Asia was a very interesting internship experience, especially coming from as an intern's point of view in a major game company such as Gumi Asia that did games like Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius and Brave Frontier, and also Alchemist Code. Doing game banners and advertisements for them in their marketing department was definitely something, I would say, because it was a totally new experience, especially for me. I'm doing mostly game art and design, but they asked me to do stuff like graphic design and whatnot, which really pushed me out to learn more things.
I worked at Masonry Studios, started by one of our alumni. When you go into a production pipeline, instead of doing individual assignments, you manage to go through the whole thing and how to do stuff.
I was posted as an experienced strategist. I get to work with 6 different markets as well, such as India, Taiwan, Indonesia, Hong Kong, China. So, and I was also involved in interviewing the internal stakeholders to gather insights, and the reason why we are doing this because to further improve the system. And the project that I'm most proud about is that I created an internal communication for the CEO of DBS.
I think one project that I was most proud of was I did this water animation. It was basically a pool of water and it just filled up into the shape of a deer. Yeah, so I didn't really think that was possible at year 1 because I thought like, wow, that's like very difficult and everything. But when it came to like year 3, I was like, why not just try it, you know? And then it came to life lah. So I was pretty proud that I did that.
Yeah, actually it's also my FYP because I get to experience like more things than what I usually do in class. So I actually went out and meet the clients. So it's all like very new, you know, meeting with the clients, talking to them, and it's not really my comfort zone, you know, to like go out there and do stuff.
I got the opportunity to work at Ubisoft, and it was really, really fun. I expected they'll be a lot tougher on me, and then they'll keep on scolding me because I'm not actually. Before I went to Ubisoft, I wasn't a very good programmer in the sense that my codes are a little bit messy, I feel. But they're really patient, and then they taught me everything, how to work better with others, how to communicate better, how to code better. And it was really a pleasant experience. Everyone there was so nice and welcoming. It was really fun there. I learned a lot and I really had a great time.
I interned at a company called Philips. They mainly do a lot of graphics there. And the most proud project, or I can say the most biggest project that I've done in the internship is Lazada, the 11/11 campaign. Yeah, I worked with one of the full-time there to actually build out this 11/11 campaign across the world.
I did my internship at Gumi Asia, and it was a really fun experience. I did it for 6 months. I really got to meet a lot of people there that I actually still keep in contact with, and it was a really friendly environment, and I felt like I was constantly learning there, and I learned a lot of skills and social skills as well on how to work with people and stuff like that.
For me, I interned at Bandai Namco. I was doing QA testing, so be bug testing, any linguistic errors. So it was a very fun experience because you get to realize how quick the industry can require some of your input. For example, we're working with a development team over in another country. We will send over reports and then they'll get back to us super quickly. But then some of their language, you've got a language barrier, and we need to translate and communicate through that. And then we have corporate dinners, which was fun. It was a fun learning experience, and a few of my alumni working in there, so it was nice to know that they found some of the jobs in the industry